back again. Hey, anybody who playing sports, just continue working hard. Yeah, you may be a backup today, but you may be a starter tomorrow. So the reason why I say this because talent can only take you so far. So say if you have a guy who's very talented, because when you start, you're playing high school sports, you're playing college, you're gonna have some guys that's just like, or women, especially my women who play softball or golf or play basketball. You're gonna have some people you be like, damn, I don't know how I'm getting in front of this person. The equalizer is the weight room. I'm telling you, the equalizer is the weight room. What you want to do if you eat right and if you exercise and you stay in the weight room, you're gonna overtake this person. I promise you, because your body's just gonna be so much more explosive and durable and bigger than this person. Because working out too also helps with injuries. A lot of players that are injury prone. There's sometimes two things. Well, sometimes three things. Sometimes it is bad genetics, but a lot of times it's your diet and your exercise regimen. They may not be targeting certain groups within that body. So the key is if a person's only going to the say during the off season, I think the average time you want to be in that weight room is 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday. That's what's that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 10 hours in a week. Think about what you can do in 10 hours in a week. Think about how your body will look. So you 165 right now. You do that for 3 years. Think about it. The weight room helps improves your stability. It improves your durability. It improves your strength, and it also improves your speed. So you want to use that weight room to your advantage because a lot of times you may not have the genetics of this woman or of this guy where you can just go out there, put your cleats on, or put your shoes on and go dominate. Not everybody has that. You have to be willing to put that work in that weight room because that weight room is going to help you translate from being a backup to a nobody. But I don't want to call you nobody, but maybe an afterthought to really taking the reins and really building upon that. Why do you think a lot of these schools dominate, like the North Dakota State, Oklahoma State, TCU, Jackson State? Jackson State does have some talent. Oklahoma State have talent. TCU have talent. I'm not saying they're not talented, but you can tell they put in their work in the weight room. You can tell they being there, constantly working, constantly grinding, constantly putting in their effort, constantly putting in the time. You know, everybody's developing. When you start playing sports, man, the name of the game is development. Because you may not have the most supreme talent, but if you develop and if you're willing to get better, if you're willing to put that time in the weight room, if you're willing to put that time um, in your playbook, and you're willing to put that time in on the practice field, you do them three things, man. I promise you, it's a wrap. That's why I'm such a huge Mike Gundy fan. Like to me, Mike Gundy's the best coach in college football because of his development of his players. He's able to take like if you look at their recruiting class, they were they may have a sprinkle of a 4 star here and there, but I don't remember ever recruiting a 5 star. If it has, it's been a while. I don't remember who's a 5 star player for Oklahoma State, but they don't get like the best athletes out of Texas, like because all the majority of players come from Texas or Oklahoma, um, but they don't get the greatest athletes, because they always fight with the Longhorns, they're fighting with Oklahoma Sooners, they may be fighting with Alabama, you know what I'm saying? But the one thing I love about Oklahoma State, when you do go there, you're going to develop, and I mean you're going to develop the right way. Like them players there be yoked. They be quick, they be fast, they're very decisive. They know where the ball is going. They move as a unit, and that's very, very important when you're developing a program and you're trying to build a national title contender. I think Coach Gundy's going to win a national championship within the next. He's still young. I think he'll win one in the next 5 to 10 years. I believe so, and I think he can win multiple. I think he can win multiple. I think he's finally found a recipe that works for him, where he's had a cheat code for development. Because it's like every year for the past 3 to 4 years, every team that he's coached has been above 10 wins. Think about it. Every every team he's coached for the past 5 years, they've averaged over 10 wins. That is hard, especially in the Power Five, especially in the Big 12. That is very hard. The Big 12, you have the best players from Texas and Oklahoma competing against each other with Baylor, Texas Tech, Kansas State, Kansas, TCU, West Virginia. Like that's difficult. Like anybody who's come out of Texas and play ball, you already know how difficult it is. There's a lot of talented players from Texas. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Texas. There's a lot of talent here. You know. Then you also got Louisiana. So, a lot of Big 12, they gonna plug from Louisiana, they're gonna get out of Texas, and they're gonna get some from Oklahoma. So them three states, the majority of players, and we have a sprinkle from Cali, sprinkle from Florida, but not too much though. But, you know, so for them to get 10 wins, it lets you know, man, they on the uprise, man. Hey, if y'all don't know about the Oklahoma State Cowboys, I'm telling you, you need to keep watching them games. I'm telling you, so I think it's only the beginning. Gotta how we do it, brother. Peace, love, happiness. Peace.